Okay, okay, everyone. Now going back into SEO, I just got a private message and it leads into this. So let me explain to everyone that they started asking that for many of you came to us through this story that just went out pertaining to should I use a lead generation service or not? And pretty much everybody here on the phone, at least me, as well as a bunch of other customers, it's going to be an unconditional no. Even though in my reports, in my story, I wrote no and maybe it depends, all you have to do is read why I said it depends. And if you hit the 3 bullet points of it depends, it turns out to be a no, because the reality is there's 2 separate issues when it comes to a lead gen company. Let's go first with the more appropriate one towards the contractor themselves. Your time is so limited. The question is, when you're going to take information, whether it's a picture, a video, a testimonial, a new design work for design and build, whatever it may be, where are you going? The time is already limited to begin with, so where are you going to go? Are you going to go for a short-term gain at a lead gen company, or are you going to position it for your long-term planning? What happens is the vast majority of the time, people are starting a new business and they're just in a hunt for whatever they think they're going to get by a lead gen company, so they just dive right on. And right there, they've dig the hole. You started to dig a hole. The question is, at what point do you begin to bury yourself? And by the time you do, trust me, everybody else on the company that you went to give all that information, they've already made their millions off your back, and now everybody's moved on to the next thing. So your time is extremely valuable, and then comes the separate issue of the terms and conditions of a lead gen company. I encourage anybody, just for fun, go to your friends who you've heard about that you see on the TV, and just go to the terms and conditions and click on the thing and read it. What you're giving up, and it says it so blatantly, it's just unbelievable how many people click away and just say, sure, I don't mind you taking my content and maybe giving me a lead, and matter of fact, you can even chop it up any which way you want and drive traffic to my competitor if my budget isn't high enough. Nobody would do that, but you just don't have time to read, and most people are so habitual in clicking away where it's 2 separate issues. One, what you're doing that you could have been doing for your own business to grow. Separately, the other is inadvertently agreeing to let your own information be used against you. And that's something very powerful. I don't want to deviate, but the way you can, for the people that are new to this webinar who did not learn about us from the previous one, please be aware that I'm going to quickly now assume a bunch of topics are known by you. And if not, don't stop, just listen, but just realize that the previous introduction to SEO is completely available. The entire webinar is available on the website of Markup and Profit, and I have it on my website in piecemeal, step by step. So if you have a full hour and a half to 2 hours and you want to really just sit down and just get it over with, go to the Markup and Profit site and listen to all of the introductory SEO details. And if you don't have the time, then come to my website and just look at the playlist and randomly choose which 1 or 2 or 3 things you could listen to at a time, and come back, and you'll easily be caught up to here. But what you'll learn when you go to back to that webinar, the previous one, why do you not need a lead generation company? What are these terrible lead gen terms and conditions that no one would normally agree to, but this industry just doesn't have time to understand it? Why you need to have your own content, the power of pictures and videos, buzzwords like title tags and alt text, which I am going to be saying very fast in a moment, and simple and obvious cosmetic suggestions to get a call once somebody lands on your website. So going forward, again, we need to make this sustainable, and we need to make it fun.